An ancient female general accidentally time-traveled to modern times. She was forced to bind with a top-tier system and participate in a girl group competition. While other girls performed singing and dancing, she demonstrated brick breaking with bare hands on stage, dominantly reorganizing the chaotic entertainment industry. Whoever dares to make me angry, I'll show you how hard a female general's fists are. Nangshan was originally a valiant imperial female general, conquering the world, decisive in killing, making enemies tremble in fear. Unexpectedly betrayed by internal enemies while she was fighting bloodily on the battlefield. 3 hidden arrows sent her to the afterlife. When she woke up again, time had changed, and a strange man was repeatedly slapping her face. Nan Xianwen's anger immediately erupted. Who dares to slap the face of the Empire's first female general simply seeking death? She suddenly sprang up and threw a punch but unexpectedly missed due to her short arms. Nan Xingwan was stunned. This wasn't her body at all. What's going on? At this moment, a voice rang in Nan Xingwan's mind. Welcome host, top-tier system activated. The system displayed her current stats, figure, appearance, charm. What nonsense is this? I'm the mighty imperial female general. What use are these useless things? Damn system, give me back my ultimate combat power. Nan Xunwan frantically attacked but couldn't grab this garbage system. Soon the system issued its first task, just pat her brother's head to gain 20 charm points. Task failure would result in electric shock punishment. Nan Xunwan rolled her eyes impatiently. Rather than patting heads, she preferred kicking them. As the mighty female general, how could she listen to a damn system? She immediately stood up to leave. The next second, detecting host resistance, electric shock punishment began. Nan Xiangwan's entire body trembled uncontrollably. The stronger her resistance, the stronger the electric shock became. Nan Xiangwan started dancing on the spot, nearly driven mad. She could only compromise reluctantly. It's just patting ahead, fine, I'll do it. Nearby, Nan Xiang watched in terror. His sister must be possessed. Just as he wanted to show concern, Nan Xiangwan suddenly kicked him. The force was so strong that Nan Xiang fell to his knees with a thud. Nan Xiangwan felt satisfied. She never liked standing on tiptoes to look up at people. This height was perfect. She reached out to touch her brother's head, rubbing it stiffly and awkwardly. Then looking down, she forced a smile, patting so hard she nearly crushed her brother's head. Lan Chang was so frightened he ran away crying for help, but at least the task was completed. 20 charm points received. Lan Changlan's aura instantly became more charming and she became more beautiful. Her gaze fell on a family photo of 4 nearby. Only then did she realize she had transmigrated into the body of a girl with the same name as her. At this moment, the system prompts sounded again. Task triggered, participate in debut trainee program, increase exposure, and avenge past humiliation. Success brings stat rewards, failure brings punishment. Meanwhile, the original host's memories awakened. The original host was chosen as the female lead in a movie star's MV classmate. Beihuai became jealous and workplace bullied her. Finally, she was pushed into water and almost died, resulting in a week-long high fever, severely affecting the shooting schedule. The leading role was also snatched by Beihuai. The memories of humiliation and intense hatred made Nan Xunwan's heart wrench in pain. When had the mighty female general ever suffered such indignity? She immediately cracked her knuckles, ready for action. These despicable people were utterly shameless. Watch how this general deals with you all. Ancient female general transmigrates into a modern idol, first time participating in a training competition, performs brick breaking with bare hands on stage. This move completely stunned the judges. After transmigrating to modern times, Nan Xiangwan was forced by the system to learn basic survival skills. Everything here shocked her greatly. Not only were there cars that could travel thousands of miles daily, but phones and computers could do various things, all convenient and amazing things. That day, the manager took her to participate in the trainee competition show. Nan Xiangwan casually wore a t-shirt. Unexpectedly, this drew disgusted looks from other women. This outfit? People might think she's just going grocery shopping. Only the effeminate makeup artist had a discerning eye. Immediately noticing Nan Xiangwan's beauty, he excitedly exclaimed repeatedly, "Sister, you're so pretty, your hair is so long and beautiful, let's make some gorgeous waves later." Nan Xiangwan, seeing such a feminine man for the first time, couldn't help but comment. "You're so girly." The makeup artist nearly cried, protesting. "How mean, I'm just androgynous." But she still immediately followed Nan Xiangwan's request and styled her hair into a simple, cool, high ponytail. Soon the competition show officially began. Debut Now was hosted by Namb Entertainment Company. The judges were all famous artists from the company, covering various fields including singing, dancing, and rap. The show was live streamed online throughout, presenting everything authentically and comprehensively to all viewers. Soon it was Nan Xiangwan's turn to perform. She appeared in black military wear. The audience immediately went wild, calling out "Sister is so cool, beautiful, and powerful." Nan Xiangwan stood with legs apart, hands behind her back at center stage. This dance with military wear made her look like a special forces soldier. Judge Zhang Lingfei laughed and couldn't help asking Nan Xiangwan who chose this outfit for you. Nan Xiangwan immediately answered in a loud voice, I did myself. Judge Zhaolong continued. So Nan Xiangwan, why did you come to participate in this show? Nan Xiangwan stood straight and answered seriously. I failed the military academy entrance exam, so I can only rely on my looks to make a living. Her expression was serious and earnest, standing straight as a pine tree. The judges were all trying to hold back their laughter, their bodies shaking with suppressed mirth. The audience had no such restraint and burst into laughter. They'd never seen a trainee who looked like they were in military training. The whole show's tone changed from her appearance. Nan Xiangwan looked confused. She was just stating facts. Shouldn't one speak loudly with strong presence? That's how the Imperial Army was. The judges quickly suppressed their laughter and asked her to begin her performance. Nan Shanwen frankly said she couldn't sing or dance. The audience was dumbfounded. Coming to compete without any skills, was this sister here just for laughs? Unexpectedly, under everyone's gaze, Nan Shanwen took out a brick, stacked up a pile of bricks, and said she would demonstrate breaking them with bare hands. Taking a deep breath, she straightened her right hand like a sword. With a loud shout, she struck down forcefully. With a loud crack, all 8 bricks split cleanly down the middle. The break was perfectly neat. Looking at her handiwork, she nodded with satisfaction. She was pleased, but the audience was stunned. A girl group trainee performing brick breaking? What kind of goddess was this? Amazing, the ancient female general went viral for breaking bricks with bare hands, easily winning over 1 billion devoted fans. A rendition of Happy Planet paired with zombie dance moves shocked the entire nation's audience. What kind of goddess is this? I'm dying to be her fan. Nan Xiangwan showed everyone her fist as big as a sandbag and her muscular biceps. She still thought she was quite pitiful. Even the head judge was intimidated and became interested in her. Advancing someone with such strong entertainment value would make future episodes worth watching. However, this was still an idle competition. Without singing or dancing skills, she could only get the lowest F grade. So the judges still asked her to at least sing something to check her level. Nan Xunwen frowned but reluctantly agreed. Taking a deep breath, she prepared to sing. What is a strange planet? What is a happy planet? If you want to know what a happy planet is, I'll show you right now. She had learned this from TikTok these past 2 days and only knew this one line. The judges were doubled over with laughter, laughing until tears flowed, pounding the table. The audience was laughing so hard their stomachs hurt. This performance was absolutely iconic. Sister Nan is the GOAT. Her entertainment value and public appeal were incredible. The head judge wanted to keep her until the end. This would definitely secure the ratings. Immediately gave her a degrade, telling her to put it in a visible spot. But Nan Xunwen directly stuck it on her chest, turned around and strode off stage. The audience went wild with laughter. Other contestants put it on their waist, but Sister Nan was both shocking and adorably silly. Then a judge curiously went on stage, picked up a brick, and waited. The judge immediately screamed in shock. These were real bricks. The audience became even more excited, shouting, Sister Nan is so cool, I love you, I want to have your babies. At that moment, in the top floor office of Namb Entertainment, a man was watching Nan Shengwan on screen with great interest. The man's looks were devastatingly handsome, with deep-set eyes that seemed to possess a magical quality. This was Gu Beihuai, the behind-the-scenes boss of Nan Bei Entertainment and also the entertainment industry's top male star. He remembered when choosing the female lead for his new music video. He had picked her. Later, that by something Wei said, Nan Xianwen didn't want to be a star. Didn't come, now wanted to see an MV she never even participated in. It's obvious who's lying in this publicity stunt. Gu Bei's eyes flashed with disdain. He immediately posted on Weibo clarifying that his new song, Sword Dance, had no MV. Meanwhile, Gu Beihuai, waiting backstage to perform, was grinding his teeth in anger. That little bitch, Nan Xunwan, after the MV fell through, actually came to join the competition. Really think you can compete with me? I can beat you with just a simple song and dance. Just wait and see. But he was quickly slapped in the face. The teacher mercilessly criticized him for choosing difficult songs despite his limited vocal range. By the end, his breathing was unstable and his voice cracked. Gu Beihuai's face froze at the criticism, forcing a smile while fuming inside. How dare these nobodies judge him like this? Finally, the judges agreed to give him an FT grade, barely passing, barely advancing. Gu Beihuai immediately looked pitifully at the head judge, pointedly reminding them, I just finished filming King Gu's new MV as the female lead. As Namb Entertainment Senior, you must have seen the MV already. He calculated that with King Gu's name backing him, the judges would surely give at least A, B, or C. The head judge knew King Gu was the company's real boss. To save face for the boss, they were about to give him a D grade. But just then, their phone on the table lit up. Judge Dong looked down, immediately tensed up, and without further hesitation gave Shi Baiwei an F grade. Shi Baiwei never expected this result. Even Nan Shengwan got a D, but what about him? He immediately became angry and embarrassed, pointing at Nan Shengwan in the seats, demanding a face-off. Night Bridge sings Sunrise, Autumn Haha sings Sunset. Harry Potter rides a broom saying sorry. While my broom became trash in a bottle, what is a happy planet? Cross Cross, the invincible female general went viral with a poor Cross Cross. Dressed as a cold idol, she was challenged by the scheming White Lotus. As the Empire's female general, she had never suffered such humiliation. She immediately swung her sword at the White Lotus. Just now, Shi Baiwei publicly challenged Nan Xingwan to a battle. The whole venue erupted in chaos. Everyone criticized her for bullying newcomers. Nan Shanwen felt Shi Baiwei's hostility, desperately trying to convince herself that if murder wasn't illegal in this world, she would have chopped up this White Lotus long ago. Yet Shi Baiwei kept taunting proudly, not accepting means you surrender, then you were just a coward. I'll take your money, just then a system task triggered. Battle request from Shi Baiwei, defeat Shi Baiwei on stage. Task failure results in 2,000 cash deduction. Nan Xiangwen's face stiffened. She stood up abruptly. She had done so many messy tasks to earn that little money. How could she let it be deductive like this? She had to win this round no matter what. She immediately walked on stage with fighting spirit. Shi Baiwei deliberately chose a slow rhythm dance. She was targeting Nan Xianwen's inability to sing and dance, hoping to turn the tables with dance. Judge Zhao saw through her malicious intent and frowned. He hated these scheming yet talentless newcomers. The judges immediately gave priority to Nan Xianwen since she was the one being challenged. Having the right to choose first, Nan Xianwen showed no fear, only requesting to change the music to a fast tempo, the faster the better. More surprisingly, she requested a sword from the production team. Everyone was stunned and eagerly gathered to watch the show. This background music wasn't easy to dance to. It was personally chosen by Judge Zhao. When the music started, Shi Baiwei was dumbfounded. This fast-paced Chinese-style music without lyrics. She couldn't dance to it at all. She thought the judges were biased. Why didn't they listen to her choice? Still, she reluctantly swayed to the rhythm, smugly approaching Nan Xingwan, who stood holding the sword, planning to get close, thinking even club dancing would be better than just standing there. Unexpectedly, Nan Xingwan's eyes suddenly lit up, quickly drawing the sword from its sheath. The blade creating a gust of wind as it thrusts towards her. The blade barely grazed her neck. Shi Baiwei screamed and fell to the ground, scrambling backward in terror. Meanwhile, Nan Xiangwan began her sword dance, each move carrying an overwhelming presence. She was, after all, the Empire's female general who had fought on battlefields for years. Swordsmanship was second nature to her. She could handle 10 times this easily. Moreover, this music with war drums reminded her of leading her troops. To great victories, her performance grew more powerful. The entire venue was shocked. The judges stood in respect, thunderous applause erupted, the audience screamed wildly. As the music ended, Nan Xianwen stood center stage. She performed a beautiful flourish with her sword, then stood at attention like a general returning from war. The venue erupted. Battle over, Nan Xianwen kept her D grade while Shi Baiwei maintained her F as soon as she sat down. Nan Xianwen was surrounded by many young women. That sword dance had touched their hearts deeply. They felt their hearts were struck. Meanwhile, Shi Baiwei's face darkened. She absolutely despised Nan Xingwan, that sword move. Nan Xingwan must have deliberately tried to make her fall and embarrass her. Just then, the system notification sounded. Congratulations, host, mission complete. No money deduction needed. Task rewards, dance expertise skill, 10x online shopping cashback, one-time use, and +2 charm points. The 3 consecutive rewards left Nan Xianwen dizzy. Among them, she was most excited about the 10x online shopping cashback again. She couldn't wait to grab her phone and shop frantically. Foreign female general travels to modern times, goes viral with a passionate sword dance, attracting a wave of devoted fans. Even the billionaire actor CEO would marry no one but her, not only wanting her as his MV's leading lady, but also willing to spend heavily to sign her to his company. But Nan Shengwan only cared about online shopping, hugging her phone and shopping frantically. Because she succeeded in the face-off with Shi Baiwei, the system rewarded her with 10x online shopping cashback. She immediately happily started buying the weight training equipment she had been eyeing. Unfortunately, everything in this world was expensive. This money was still far from enough. It seemed that to lift herself and her family out of poverty, she needed to trigger more tasks to earn money. As for how to trigger them, that would depend on Shi Baiwei causing more trouble. Man Xianwen looked at Shi Baiwei expectantly, hoping she would stir up more drama. Although she had pushed her into the water and caused her fever before, she would show mercy until she could squeeze out more benefits. There would be plenty of chances to crush her later anyway. Gu Beihuai was startled by this wolf-like gaze, thinking Nan Xiangwen was mocking her. She immediately gritted her teeth in anger. Everyone else was deeply touched. Despite how Gu Beihuai had hurt Nan Xiangwen, she still smiled so sweetly at her. Such a beautiful and kind-hearted cutie. At this time, staff members hurriedly came to collect phones. Others had already handed theirs in, but Nan Shengwan came late and hadn't been told. Nan Shengwan hugged her phone tightly, nodding pitifully. She still wanted to use the online shopping cashback, but after everyone's kind persuasion, Nan Shengwan struggled for a while before reluctantly compromising. With a bitter face, she unwillingly handed over her phone. Her expression suggested the sky was falling. The tactless Gu Beihuai kept mocking sarcastically, saying she dared to use her phone openly in front of cameras, suggesting she must have gotten in through the back door. Hearing this, everyone quickly moved 800 meters away, disgusted by her foul mouth and bad luck. Soon the show came to an end. All 100 trainees had completed their initial performances. The production team assigned dorms to all advancing trainees according to their grades. Nan Xiangwan almost tripped as soon as she left. Contestants were fighting to share a room with her, creating chaos while calling out Brother Nan. Be my husband, Nan Xiangwan was frightened. While they were fighting, she quietly escaped and quickly entered a random dorm, shutting everyone outside. This caused many wife fans to cry desperately. Nan Xiangwan leaned against the door, finally catching her breath. Suddenly, she heard a scream. A girl pounced on her like lightning, hugging her while shouting it's real. Her head was splitting with pain. She was almost suffocating but couldn't shake the girl off no matter what. Was it because her front wasn't prominent enough and her back wasn't curved enough? Why did all the girls in this world call her husband? At this moment, two girls approached, one called Dingwon, one called Jinyale. Both were her new roommates. Then the girl hanging on her neck, smiling sweetly, told her she was Lee Banyan. Suddenly, there was a knock on the door. Two staff members entered, saying they had some unfinished business. Then they handed the phone back to Nan Xinwan. Man Xiongwan's eyes lit up instantly. My precious phone is back. Before she could finish rejoicing, the staff quickly guided her to set up her Weibo account for the show's future promotion. After quickly getting official verification, the phone was suddenly taken away again. Nan Xiongwan froze. My precious phone. Before she could react, the production team ran away with the phone. Looking at her empty hands with disappointment, she couldn't snap out of it for a long time. Everyone off camera, seeing her pitiful expression, was completely melted by her cuteness. This masculine-feminine contrast was absolutely adorable. At this moment, the production team was scrolling through comments, discussing how Nan Xiongwan would boost their ratings. They must film more of her tomorrow. Suddenly, they discovered that boss and movie star Gu Beihuai had posted on Weibo, inviting Nan Xiongwan to be the female lead in his music video. The comment section instantly went crazy, a newcomer being personally invited by the superstar boss for collaboration. This Nan Xiongwan would definitely become famous, a fifth-generation female general who traveled to modern times. Using her superior combat skills to dominate modern trainees, live streaming high-intensity one-finger push-ups to explode in popularity. Dominating the entertainment industry, even top-tier superstars felt threatened. Unexpected that there would be someone as impressive as himself in the entertainment circle, then immediately took off his shirt, showing off his stunning physique to maintain his top-tier status. Today's one-finger push-ups morning exercise must be doubled. The next day at dawn, the practice room was still empty with only a few viewers in the live stream. They thought they'd have to wait long for trainees to appear, but Nan Xiongwan suddenly walked in. She started warming up immediately. Viewers thought she was going to practice dancing or vocals, deliberately maintaining a hardworking image. But Nan Xiongwan was actually regretting that if she hadn't gotten lost earlier, she could have arrived sooner. Then Nan Xiongwan supported herself with one hand and began alternating hands for push-ups as warm-up. Each hand did at least 100 repetitions. Moving so fast, she left after images. The viewers went crazy. What kind of monstrous stamina was this? Then Nan Xiongwan switched to various high-difficulty exercises. Sit-ups, squats, pull-ups, all performed quickly and steadily. Netizens were shocked, but Nan Xiongwan felt helpless. Without equipment here and no large space to run, she could only do these simple exercises to build stamina. Finally came the iconic moment. Man Shanwen extended her right hand, performed a handstand with one finger, and started doing one-finger push-ups. The live stream instantly exploded. Even military men commented that they couldn't do that. Viewers called out husband, so cool. I love this high-difficulty training session that lasted 2 hours. Meanwhile, since Nan Xianwen started doing push-ups at 6.3, Gu Beihuai had been watching a live stream. This woman was indeed interesting. No wonder I posted on Weibo inviting her yesterday. When he saw Nan Xianwen still had energy for one-arm push-ups, Gu Beihui's eyes flashed with surprise. But compared to the exploding screen, he was much calmer. When Nan Xianwen finished exercising on screen, just as Gu Beihui stood up, Shi Baiwei's affected voice came from the live stream. I didn't expect to be the earliest bird. The hardworking bird catches the worm, everyone must work hard. Hearing this, Gu Beihui felt like he'd swallowed a fly. He quickly threw away his phone, disgusted to death. Feeling nauseous, he walked to the center of the living room, casually removed his robe, revealing his perfect proportions. At this moment, Gu Beihui extended one finger. He made the same movement as Nan Xianwen. When he saw Nan Shengwan doing this move earlier, he was somewhat surprised. What surprised him wasn't the difficulty of the move, but that besides him, there was actually someone else in the entertainment industry who could do it. Unexpectedly, his phone rang at this moment. Mr. Gu, the company wants to sign Nan Shengwan ahead of schedule. Several major companies are trying to sign her now, then sign her with a 70 to 30 split. Xiaoqing Tian was shocked. A 70 to 30 split for a newcomer was unprecedented treatment. Just as he was about to say something, Gu Beihui had already hung up. It turned out the new segment's live stream was about to begin. The girl possessed dance copying abilities. With just one glance, she could perfectly replicate even the most difficult moves. Not only did she have a hidden system, but she also gained dance expertise skills. At this time, Nan Xianwen had just showered, changed clothes, and with her hair still wet, rushed to the practice room for the live stream. But there were a few tactless green tea bitches, relying on their 10 years of dance experience, who insisted on challenging her. Green tea, you jinxing, smiled smugly and started making snide remarks, implying that Nan Xianwen was 20 minutes late compared to everyone else, saying they'd all finished warming up and were just waiting for her to start the lesson. After insulting her, she tried to get close by holding Nan Xianwen's hand, but Nan Xianwen mercilessly turned and walked away, leaving Yu Jinting with an awkwardly frozen smile, yet she still shamelessly followed behind, talking to herself about their fake friendship, secretly thinking that since the live stream was on and viewers were watching, Nan Xianwen being 20 minutes late on the first day of training, not keeping up with everyone's progress, and being so cold to classmates would surely decrease her popularity. But Nan Xingwan's dorm mates all knew she had left early in the morning. Eugene Ding was clearly trying to sabotage her. Her fans were furious. Just as they wanted to clarify, Dan's teacher Yuxia arrived. Everyone politely bowed to the teacher and correctly called out her name. Only Nan Xianwen looked confused as she didn't know this teacher at all. She suddenly felt doomed, realizing she didn't recognize any celebrities. At this time, the teacher announced class would begin. Green Tu Jingding suddenly raised her hand to remind the teacher that Nan Xianwen had just arrived without warming up and might get injured if they started right away. She pretended to be concerned, saying it wouldn't be good to make everyone wait for one person. She volunteered to accompany her for warm-up. Nan Xianwen could see through her malicious intentions. She gave her a disdainful glance and instantly shut her down with "You're so annoying." Green Tu Jingting was furious, but she was secretly pleased, thinking Nan Xianwen would be disliked by the teacher and viewers for publicly snapping at her. She didn't know that fans were cursing her for being shameless and daring to slander their husband. This hellish dialogue was really engaging. The live stream was suddenly flooded with "You're so annoying" comments. The teacher tapped the blackboard, making everyone return to their seats. Then she showed a dance video for everyone to watch. They would demonstrate one by one. Everyone looked troubled about demonstrating after just one viewing. It seemed impossible, but Green Tu Jinging rushed to the stage first. If she could perfectly replicate the first 10 seconds of movement, she would definitely amaze everyone. Nan Xianwen just be my stepping stone. Indeed, when Eugene completed the opening sequence, everyone else in the practice room gasped in amazement. They all watched at once. So how could she remember the moves? Not only remember, but perform them too. Amidst everyone's praise of amazing, Eugene Ding proudly stood with her chest out, waiting for the teacher's compliments. Unexpectedly, the teacher's reaction was very flat. "Since you don't remember the rest, you can step down." Eugene Ding was shocked and angry. This teacher actually didn't praise her at all. She could only walk off stage angrily. Then she saw Nan Xiangwan still spacing out. Thinking she couldn't dance at all, she immediately feigned surprise and loudly said, "What, Nan Xiangwan? You said you want to go up," then suddenly pushed Nan Xiangwan. But Nan Xiangwan didn't move an inch. Instead, Yu Jingling almost fell herself. "Does she have rocks tied to her legs? I pushed so hard, yet she didn't fall." Nan Xiangwan glanced at her. not getting angry, and quietly walked onto the stage to perform. The live stream exploded instantly. Everyone saw clearly that Nan Wan hadn't even opened her mouth. It was clearly you jingling the green tea, trying to set her up. Her fans worried for their idol. They thought Nan Wan would embarrass herself. But as the music started, Nan Wan perfectly replicated the dance from the video. These moves were as simple as 1 plus 1 is equal to 2 for her, not just a 3-minute dance, even a half-hour one she could perform after watching once. Everyone was stunned instantly, all shouting, "Our idol is amazing." The live stream was filled with screams. The dance moves were so professional, hitting every beat perfectly. Nan Xiangwan was truly a genius. Yu Jingting was grinding her teeth in anger. She clearly knows how to dance, yet earlier pretended to know nothing. What a despicable person. An ancient female general reborn as a modern idol, dominating the entertainment industry with one-handed push-ups and single-finger handstands. She not only had the top-tier system but also gained dance copying abilities. She could perfectly replicate any move after just one look. Her stunning performance left other trainees shocked and screaming. Green Tea Eugene King's face was filled with jealousy and hatred. She remembered that dance in just one viewing and replicated it. "Doesn't that make my performance look like a clown? Teacher, you shot a praise man." She on one highly asking if she had learned dance before. Nan Wan habitually stood at attention in military posture and loudly replied, "Report to teacher. I only learned martial arts." The teacher nodded approvingly. Dance and martial arts share many aspects. Having a martial arts foundation does make learning dance easier. But your dance skills are already at a master level. This means your martial arts must be extraordinary, at least at Grand Master level. Hearing the teacher's praise, Nan Wan nodded happily. After all, she was the Empire's top female general. This teacher truly had good insight, and the teacher's praise didn't stop there, directly letting her transfer to be a trainee. Classic currently only had 7 people, and they were all dance specialists. At Nan Xiangwen's current level, staying in Class D would be a waste. Facing the teacher's invitation, Nan Xiangwen readily agreed. Everyone was instantly envious except Yu Jingting, who was trembling with anger. She immediately shouted, "Teacher, you can't." Everyone in the practice room gave her strange looks. Yu Jingting, suppressing her jealousy and unwillingness, said in her green tea manner, "Although Nan Wan dances well, her singing seems terrible. Won't the audience and others have opinions? Won't she get hate comments?" Everyone was speechless, such a high-level green tea, not expressing her own opinion but pushing the blame onto others. Yuxia's eyes flashed with coldness, having seen through a little trick. She coldly said, "Focus on your own path, don't meddle in things that don't concern you." Yu jinked in with startled. Was she being called a busybody? Her eyes instantly turned red as she began sobbing, visibly appearing wronged, saying she was just concerned about Nan Xiangwan. Yu Xiao was getting a headache from her behavior. Livestream viewers were disgusted. The green tea's true colors were showing, yet she still played the caring sister act. Was she treating the stage like a palace drama? Yu Xiao ignored the green tea and directly called Nan Xiangwan to hurry up. Meanwhile, Eugene Ting was still putting on her act, trembling with grievance, not noticing everyone distancing themselves from her in disgust. As Nan Xiangwan was about to leave, she suddenly stopped and turned back to look at Eugene Ting expressionlessly. She said, "You're really annoying." This time, Eugene Ting was genuinely trembling with anger, but because they were live streaming, she could only grit her teeth and endure. The live stream chat was flooded with a word, annoying. Compared to Nan Xiangwan's beauty and strong abilities, Eugene Ting's attempted kind-hearted image had completely crumbled. A female general transmigrated to modern times to join a girl group competition. She dominated other trainees with her superior physical abilities, doing backflips without hesitation, and even showing off difficult one-finger handstands during live streams. In the entertainment industry, there were always some sharp-eyed troublemakers. Relying on her 10 years of dance experience, she insisted on competing. Nan Xiangwen simply said, "You're annoying," making the green tea furious. If this world wasn't so civilized and if killing wasn't illegal, she would have slain that talkative green tea with one strike. That Eugene Ding really talked too much. From entering to leaving the practice room, she never stopped chattering. The green tea teacher also admired this straightforward young girl who dared to call Eugene Ding annoying during the live stream. This girl was interesting. Seeing her like this, they thought she was nervous. She immediately smiled and cheered her on. Nan Xiangwen's murderous intent was forcibly interrupted. She looked at the enthusiastic teacher in confusion, completely unsure what was happening. Soon, they both entered practice room. A teacher Yaosha smiled and greeted, "I've brought you a promising talent." Class A's teacher Zhao Lan happily came to welcome them. While the two were talking, the trainees whispered in amazement, Look, it's the one who breaks bricks with bare hands, the one who knows martial arts. Her sword dance was amazing too. Everyone's eyes were filled with admiration and appreciation. The atmosphere was much better than in the lower classes. Then teacher Zhaolan formally introduced Nan Shanwan to everyone, stating that she would be training with them from now on. Everyone excitedly rushed forward, surrounding her and chattering enthusiastically. Nan Xingwan, you know martial arts, right? Can you do backflips? Or what other moves can you do? Everyone's eyes were sparkling like fangirls. The teacher felt a headache coming on and was about to ask everyone to calm down, worried they might scare the new student. Unexpectedly, Nan Xingwan suddenly jumped. She performed a 360-degree backflip on the spot, then landed gracefully. Her movements were clean and sharp, cool and flamboyant. Then she seriously nodded and said yes. Instantly, all the girls went crazy, screaming and rushing forward, shouting so cool. And teach me, teacher Zhao Lan was pushed aside. She was completely stunned. The live stream viewers were dying of laughter. My sister and in just as a flip without saying a word, then simply says yes. She's truly a treasure. At this moment, Nan Shengwan suddenly noticed an intense gaze. She immediately turned her head and met Zhezhe's eyes. Zhezhe clearly hadn't expected to be caught. She froze for a moment, then suddenly blushed and shyly turned away. Avoiding her gaze, Nan Shengwan was confused, but the live stream viewers went crazy shipping them. The strongest rapper and the violent girl's dream collaboration shipped this CP. By then it was getting late. Xiaolan hurried everyone to practice dancing. Nan Xianwen practiced hard in front of the mirror while Zhezhe secretly observed her. Her eyes seemed glued to Nan Xianwen. Several times when Nan Shengwan keenly looked back, she only saw Zhu Sha blushing and dodging. She was completely puzzled. What was up with that person? Soon after practice ended, Zhao Lan asked Zhu Sha and Nan Shengwan to team up, add their own ideas, and choreograph a dance to show her. After all, a successful idol needs certain creative abilities, and choreography is one of them. Nan Xiangwan was instantly dumbfounded. She couldn't choreograph. She only received the dance pack. The system hadn't given her choreography skills yet. Seeing this, Zhezhe proactively handed over a bottle of water. Shyly saying, Wei Nan Xiangwan, shall we collaborate? Generally transmigrated to modern times to join a girl group competition. Moves that others needed 10 years to barely master. She could perfectly replicate with just one look. Whether it was a 360-degree aerial flip or the difficult Thomas flare and breakdancing, she could instantly replicate them, even perform them better. Just now, Nan Xingwen triggered a system task. Collaborate with Zhezhe on choreography. Failing would result in losing all bonus money. When Nan Xianwen heard this, she nearly exploded in anger, giving the middle finger to the system. Damn system, trying to take my money again. She immediately took the water Zhezhe offered, gave her a sweet smile and said, sure, let's collaborate. Zhezhe was stunned by this rapid change in attitude. She coughed twice, tried to suppress her excitement and maintain composure. About the work, have you had any experience with dance or choreography before? Long Xianwen honestly shook her head. She could only perfectly copy dance moves she had seen before. She didn't know about anything else. Zhezhe quickly patted her shoulder encouragingly. It's okay, you have a martial arts foundation, so normal dance moves shouldn't be a problem for you. Nan Xianwen immediately nodded. Whatever the expert says goes. In this civilized world where you can't solve everything with force in her current state, she just needed to follow the expert's lead. Then Zhezhe immediately started choreographing with Nan Xianwen. From start to finish, Zhezhe did all the choreographing and directing. When Zhezhe danced in front, Nan Xianwen followed behind. No matter how difficult, Nan Xianwen could perfectly replicate it. This earned applause from many fans. The live stream fans were shipping them intensely. The violent girl turned into a soft air. This CP matches perfectly. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, the actor boss Gu Beihuai was also closely monitoring the live stream. Seeing the comments constantly mentioning the CP, he became instantly jealous. How could those two be a match? Yet even his assistant was excitedly shipping them, gesturing enthusiastically and endlessly praising Nan Shengwan. Gu Beihuai felt a sense of crisis. He hurriedly urged his team to speed up the contract signing. Meanwhile, Zhezhe was also amazed by Nan Shengwan's learning ability. She quickly asked her to do some breakdown moves alone. Nan Xianwen immediately did a Thomas flare, then supported her body with one hand and started spinning. Finally, she gracefully flipped and landed. The comments exploded instantly. Nan Xianwen is amazing. However, after finishing the moves, Nan Xianwen wiped the sweat from her chin. She casually retied her loose hair. Beside her, Zhezhe excitedly grabbed Nan Xingwan's hand, wanting to continue practicing. But suddenly, Nan Xingwan's stomach made a thunderous growling sound. Nan Xingwan looked at the teacher pitifully while drooling, holding her singing stomach as if she could eat a whole cow. Her mind was filled with thoughts of food. The teacher couldn't withstand such a pitiful gaze. She could only clap her hands and announce the end of practice. While everyone was respectfully saying goodbye to the teacher, Nan Shengwan zoomed out, leaving after images behind. The livestream viewers were laughing hysterically. Look how hungry she is. Nan Shengwan is definitely a foodie. The female general transmigrated into a modern idol. While others were working overtime practicing dance, she only thought about eating. As soon as class ended, she rocketed towards the cafeteria. She immediately ordered 3 of braised pork and 18 bowls of rice. She stuffed it in her mouth in huge bites. Other trainees looked at their vegetables and shed bitter tears. How could she eat so much yet maintain such a good figure? It's so unfair. At this time, classmate Gudun Shin walked over with his tray, wanting to sit at Nan Xiangwan's table. Nan Xianwen nodded in agreement while continuing to eat, her cheeks bulging with food. She couldn't stop eating. Gudun Xian looked at the pile of empty plates on the table, his expression cracking instantly. How do you eat so much without getting fat? Nan Xianwen felt wronged. She had actually wanted to order 2 more portions, but the system stopped her, worried she might get a stomachache. Meanwhile, Yu Jingting and Shi Baiwei, those 2 green tea bitches, were glaring at her fiercely. They looked like they wanted to skin her alive. Nan Xingwan had noticed long ago. She just found it puzzling. Instead of eating properly, they kept staring at her. With staring make them full. After eating and drinking her fill, Nan Xingwan comfortably stretched and prepared to leave with a stack of empty plates. Gudongxian thought she was going back to practice dancing and quickly got up to join her. But Nan Xianwen said she was going to take a nap. There's 2 hours for lunch break, can't waste it. Gudongxian was stunned. Eating and sleeping, are you really a trainee? Nan Xianwen, thinking about what to eat tomorrow, didn't notice Shi Baiwei sneakily following behind. Meanwhile, Zhezhe was having a miserable meal. If she hadn't been reminded to stay with company members, she wouldn't want to eat with Yu Jingting and others. Just then, Yu Jingting sent others away. Others coldly said, Nance Xianwen is in your group, right? Now you have 8 people. Remember, Zhezhe, you're from Hulin Entertainment. It should be easy for Nance Xianwen to get injured while practicing in Group 1. After all, Group 1's practice is intense. The strength required is high. Zhezhe suddenly stood up, firmly refusing to do such things. Yu Jingting's eyes instantly turned cold. She threatened viciously, you dare refuse me? My father is a senior executive at Huawen Entertainment. You're a contracted artist with Hulan. Whether to shelve you or make you quit, it's just one word from me. But Zhezhe ignored her threats completely, sneering. She turned and left. Yu Jingting's face turned ashen with anger. Now she hated Zhezhe too. Meanwhile, Nan Xiangwan returned to the dorm and fell fast asleep on the bed. Shi Baiwei sneakily pushed open the door. Her jealous expression became distorted. Why could she succeed without effort? Why would she love by everyone? Especially seeing that beautiful face up close, perfect even without makeup. She was driven mad with jealousy. A twisted thought emerged. If her face was ruined, everything would disappear. She smiled eerily, taking out an eyebrow razor and raising it high, suddenly slashing toward Nan Xiangwan's face. This woman was jealous of someone being prettier than her. She actually tried to slash someone's face while they were sleeping. Shi Baiwei smiled grotesquely. Once her face was ruined, she'd have to go back home to sell sweet potatoes. If discovered, she'd just say she was trying to help trim her eyebrows but slipped. But just as she was about to slash down, Nan Shengwan suddenly opened her eyes. Shi Baiwei froze in fear. In those blue pupils, her extremely distorted face was reflected. Shi Baiwei was so startled by her own ugliness that she fell directly from the ladder. She fell so hard her whole body nearly fell apart. Nan Shengwan looked down at her condescendingly with unparalleled arrogance. She had developed sharp instincts from the battlefield, waking at the slightest movement. At this moment, roommates rushed in, hearing the commotion, looking at Shi Baiwei in astonishment. Shi Baiwei immediately gritted her teeth in anger. Her hand gripped the eyebrow razor tightly. She had almost succeeded just now. It was all because these people rushed in so quickly. Nan Xingwen held back her ready fist, thinking to herself that she should be grateful others arrived in time. Otherwise, her head would have been smashed by one punch already. Everyone reproached Shi Baiwei with dissatisfaction. This isn't your dorm, what are you doing here? Don't go too far, everyone can see how you're targeting Nan Xiangwen. This is Group D's room, get out now. Shi Baiwei was furious. Haven't they seen her fall to the ground? She immediately lay on the ground crying. Nan Xingwan pushed me, but no one believed her. Her reaction clearly looked like she was trying to blame others. Meanwhile, Nan Xingwan had already fallen back asleep. She couldn't be bothered to deal with her. Shi Baiwei became enraged with embarrassment, pointing at them and shouting, just you wait when Brother Beihuai's new MV is released. I'll make you pay. Everyone scattered in fear. After all, there was no phone footage as evidence. Better not provoke her grudge. Unexpectedly, Shi Baiwei smiled sinisterly. The people she arranged earlier should be talking to you, Ji, and spreading rumors by now. Meanwhile, CEO Gu Beihuai, in order to catch an Inchanwen's live stream, had 3 hours of meetings during lunch. He didn't even have time to eat. After handling company matters, he quickly opened the live stream. It was just 2 o'clock. Gu Beihuai finally relaxed. Fortunately, he hadn't missed the stream. However, he found out while everyone in the live stream was practicing dance diligently, Nan Xingwan was nowhere to be seen. The comments were all about how after lunch break, Nan Xingwan still hadn't appeared. The director angrily shouted, "Nan Xingwan is still sleeping. Go get her back." Gu Beihui couldn't help but smile, suddenly feeling sorry for the frustrated director. Soon Nan Xiangwan was dug out. She was carried straight into the practice room. Her clothes were disheveled. Her hair was messy like a bird's nest. Drool wasn't even wiped from her mouth corner, and her whole expression was dazed from sleep. The live stream audience was laughing hysterically. Her just woken up expression was too real. The comments were unanimously pleading for mercy for her. Gu Beihui nodded approvingly. Not bad, even in her current drowsy state, the audience still loved her. And it was only the second day of live streaming, but her Weibo followers had already exceeded 3 million. This showed her public appeal and ability to attract fans was terrifyingly good. Gu Beihui suddenly felt excited about how many more surprises she could bring him. The female general's journey as a modern-day trainee went viral online. Even top actors became her fanboys, watching her livestream right on schedule. But when the time came, Nan Xingwan was still sound asleep. Staff immediately dug her out and carried her to the practice room. Nan Shengwan wasn't fully awake yet, standing there purely on instinct. Her partner Zhezhe waved a hand in front of her eyes, asked her how many fingers, but Nan Shengwan was so drowsy she could only make out it was a fist. Zhezhe was helpless and could only start warming up with her. Leg lifts. Nan Shengwan immediately started moving swiftly. Though her body was moving, her expression remained blank. Zhezhe was startled and tested her again. When asked to do a handstand, Nan Xianwen immediately did a one-handed handstand. She did whatever Zhezhe said with perfect form. She could even spin on her head, moving so fast she left after images. Everyone laughed hysterically. The kid wasn't fully awake, but her body was moving faster than her mind. After exercising for 10 minutes, Nan Shengwan suddenly became fully awake. She stretched comfortably, feeling that she had a good nap, looking around confused, not knowing how she ended up in practice. Zhezhe was speechless and started showing her the newly arranged choreography. Nan Xiangwan listened attentively, obediently following instructions. Zhezhu looked at Nan Xiangwan's serious face, remembering Yu Jingting's threatening words, then became more determined. He wouldn't give up this chance to practice with a strong partner just because of someone's threats. Nan Xianwen noticed Zhezhe's emotional changes. She gently reminded him, "You're crushing the paper." Zhezhe finally snapped back to reality. He apologetically said sorry. Nan Xianwen patted his shoulder, comforting him. "It's okay, I remember everything, let's just review and reinforce it." Soon it was dinner time. At 6 o'clock sharp, Nan Xianwen zoomed away. Xianwen shouted in frustration, "Why run so fast? The cafeteria won't run away." Gudan Xian was about to rest, but noticed Zhezhe still practicing. Nan Xianwen's gonna eat Zhezhe. When you take a break, Zhezhe wiped his sweat but showed no intention of resting. Because during Nan Xianwen's afternoon dance, she hadn't made a single mistake. For tomorrow's evaluation, he didn't want to hold Nan Xingwan back. The next day arrived. Gu Beihui came to the company early in the morning, asking about the progress of the signing process. The top manager had worked all night, looking exhausted. "Legal and operations are handling it now. I'll personally go to negotiate." Gu Beihui nodded in satisfaction. The manager was waiting for praise, but Gu Beihui suddenly turned away, quickly turning on his device to enter the live stream. The trainee evaluation had begun. It wasn't An Xingwan's turn yet. Gu Beihui watched without interest. The manager was surprised, realizing the CEO came so early just to watch the live stream. Meanwhile, Nan Shanwen sat in the waiting area, looking anxious, legs trembling. Zhezhe thought she was nervous and tried to comfort her softly, but Nan Shanwen was just worried about whether they would still be waiting at 11 o'clock and miss lunch. Zhezhe was speechless with frustration, too angry to speak. Watching this, Gu Beihuai's lips curved into a smile. His eyes full of fascination, the manager was shocked. "Boss, you look like a fan. Aren't you supposed to be the top celebrity that others admire?" Just then, an assistant rushed in to report. A message suddenly appeared online. Classmates exposed Nan Xingwan's improper conduct. The female general becomes a trainee in modern times. Her sudden popularity attracts jealousy. A new story emerges. It trended on social media. Classmates claim Nan Xingwan had poor conduct and bad grades. Never passing exams, always hanging out with boys, staying out late, smoking and drinking. They claim she did it all. The comment section was instantly filled with criticism. Gu Beihuai's face turned cold as he read the news. Murderous intent radiated from him. Just as the assistant was questioning Nan Xingwan, Gu Beihuai directly ordered everything to proceed as usual. Just then, the manager saw another news piece. quickly turning the computer toward Gu Beihuai. In the video, the homeroom teacher's account completely contradicted the previous news. The teacher said Nan Xingwen's grades were above average. Getting into a top university might be challenging, but with effort she could make it. She ranked in the top 2 of her class, but watching her training in the show, it became clear she had focused on training from military school. After this contrasting official interview, online attitudes toward Nan Xingwen quickly changed. People discovered that Xu Gengsebai and Nan Shanwen were classmates, and they were the ones with the lowest grades. It was clearly a deliberate attempt to smear Nan Shanwen. Gu Beihuai glanced at his phone without speaking. His cold aura made both people shiver. Boss, if we're signing Nan Shanwen, should we show our sincerity by suing the classmates for defamation? We'll definitely sue, but let's wait until after signing. The silent Gu Beihuai, face dark, said we must sue, do it now. The manager immediately pulled out his phone. All right, I'll contact legal right away. Soon it was Yuxia and Nan Shengwan's turn on stage. For evaluation, fans nicknamed them the silly couple. The assistant suggested using this for publicity. Hearing this, Gu Beihuai became jealous and coldly snorted. They're not even our company's artists. What publicity? Just then, the evaluation began. Zhezhe and Nan Xianwen stood on stage, one in front of the other. The mentors perked up, finally seeing their freestyle choreography. As the music started, Zhezhe suddenly looked up, staring at the camera. Her powerful dance moves made her skirt flow, perfectly matching the rhythm with a street dance solo. Then suddenly, Zhezhe's movements stopped mechanically. At the same time, the music reached its first climax. The next second, Nan Xingwen leaped and rolled from behind. Her flowing hair revealed her delicate features, looking incredibly cool. She performed a high front flip right in front of Zhezhe. The camera zoomed in on Nan Xingwen's movement. The powerful stage presence created an explosive effect. Her flowing hair and graceful figure captivated the audience. The live stream chat was flooded with "husband and so handsome." Even her critics were stunned by her coolness. The venue exploded as everyone stood up cheering and applauding. Screaming frantically, "Nanji is so cool," then came the climax. Nan Xiangwan stepped toward Zhezhe. After the solo came their duet, Zhezhe was a bit nervous. The final move required Nan Xiangwan to support her with one hand. This move required a large range of motion and tremendous strength. If they failed, the performance would be ruined. As they passed each other, she met Nan Xingwen's eyes. Nan Xingwen's gaze was calm. At that moment, Zhezhe felt reassured. It would definitely work. As the music ended, she used Nan Xingwen's strength to make a sudden stop. The next second, she landed steadily. Their perfect coordination pushed the coolness factor to its peak. Lumingen's applause immediately rang out. An ancient female general time traveled to modern times to join a girl group competition, dominating other trainees with her superior copying abilities. The 360-degree backflip especially brought the house down. Hearing the thunderous applause from below the stage, Nan Xiangwen remained calm, just quietly wiping sweat from her cheeks. Meanwhile, Zhezhe was ecstatic. The audience response was better than expected. Nan Xiangwen was truly amazing. Mentor Zhao Lan stood up, openly cheering wildly. Zhezhe quickly bowed in thanks on stage, but Nan Xiangwen seemed lost in thought. Seeing this, Zhezhe quietly reminded Nan Xiangwen to snap out of it. Nan Shengwan suddenly came to. Her expression turned serious as she took the microphone and said, matter-of-factly, "It's 11:3, time for lunch." The unexpected comment left everyone dumbfounded. No one expected someone to ask about lunch on stage. Zhezhe beside her was also stunned. The live stream chat erupted in laughter. Haha, the kid doesn't care about feedback, only cares about when they can eat. At this time yesterday, Nan Xiangwan had already rushed out to eat. The kid must be starving, feed her quickly. The mentor sighed helplessly. This kid was truly straightforward. The director quickly announced lunch break, with evaluations to continue in the afternoon. Hearing the lunch announcement, Nan Xiangwen immediately perked up in a flash. Zhezhe only felt a breeze pass by as Nan Xiangwen disappeared at light speed. She silently complained about Nan Xiangwen. "Are you born in the year of the pig?" An hour later. After eating her fill, Nan Xingwan continually returned to the dorm eating an apple. The system, waiting exhaustively beside her, said, "Host, you've finally finished eating. Now let's distribute the rewards. Due to the explosive task completion, your rewards are singing expertise skill, 10x online shopping cashback, one-time use, and Huelin Entertainment Company." Host will become Huelin Entertainment's behind-the-scenes owner, but not the legal representative. No legal responsibility is required, yet having absolute decision-making power in all profits. Host, you've exceeded the task requirements, so the rewards are generous. Hearing this, Nan Xiangwan was surprised. She didn't expect the system would give such good rewards, especially the last one. Directly getting an entertainment company, she wouldn't need to look for a boss anymore. The 10x shopping cashback and singing expertise would also be very useful. Meanwhile, at Nan Bei Entertainment headquarters, Gu Beihuai was repeatedly watching Nan Xiangwan's performance. Assistant Zhao Tianqing couldn't help but praise repeatedly. These two are the strongest sacrificial pair. Especially Nan Xiangwan's performance was most stunning. With perfect lighting and music, proper packaging and makeup, she could definitely become the industry's top star. Hearing this, Gu Beihuai smiled slightly. She indeed deserves the best. Zhao Tianqing was stunned. Was this still the same cold-hearted boss? Just then, the manager Leahu excitedly said, "Boss, regarding Su Gai's defamation, Nan Xunwan's legal notice has been published. Plus, someone uploaded Nan Xunwan's dance video. Her edited account gained several 100,000 more followers, and she's dominating the trending topics again." Leahu grew more excited as he spoke. "Nan Shanwen is pure gold now. I wish I could sign her under me right away." His ambitious words were suddenly interrupted by the CEO. "Not wish. We must get Nan Shanwen under Nanbei at any cost." After the two left, a phone call came in. President Gu had confirmed and informed Nan Shanwen's father, Mr. Nan Song. Nan Song immediately terminated Nan Real Estate's cooperation with Sushar. Additionally, Shanghai Experimental Middle School had expelled Chu Gun. Gu Beihuai hung up the phone with satisfaction. Looking at Nan Xiongwan's beautiful face on the screen, he suddenly felt a sense of crisis. He needed to push Lang Yu and Zhao Tanqing harder. The female general turned modern idol went viral online. Countless entertainment companies were competing to sign her. Even top actor Gu Beihuai ordered to spare no expense to sign her at all costs. At this moment, manager Lao Hu was dispatched to the show's recording building. The entrance was packed with people. It was chaos. They were all there to sign Nen Xiangwen. Gu Beihuai anxiously urged on the phone, "Move faster. Don't let others get ahead." Lao Hu's face was numb as he replied, "Boss, I'm already going as fast as I can. I suspect you want to kidnap Nan Xianwen directly to the company." Speaking, Lao Hu quickened his pace. Helping his boss chase a star was terrifying. He desperately squeezed through the crowd. He was the first to rush into the building. This triggered other managers to frantically rush in, creating chaos at the entrance. Meanwhile, the show was announcing evaluation results. The mentors felt Zhezhe and Nan Xunwen's stage deserved even higher than S grade, but since they was the highest possible grade, both undoubtedly received a grade. Zhezhe excitedly stood up and bowed in thanks, while Nan Xunwen remained dazed without reaction. The audience cheered and applauded for both. Nan Xunwen suddenly snapped awake. She quickly stood up and gave a sharp 90-degree bow. Zhezhe was speechless. This person was clearly still half asleep. Just then, staff quietly called Nan Xunwen out. Nan Xunwen thought they were letting her go back to sleep. Her eyes lit up and she headed straight for the dorm without a word. But the staff grabbed her collar and dragged her to another room. Nan Xunwen's expression instantly fell. So that wasn't it? Meanwhile, manager Leahu was standing in the room, warmly inviting her in. Looking at the young girl before him, she was 100 times prettier in person than on screen. It's unbelievable that no talent scout discovered her all these years. Simply incredible. Even more unbelievable was that such a beautiful girl would want to attend military school. This Xingwan looked at her suspiciously. What was this about? Lao took out a contract. Before formal talks, he asked her some questions. "Do you know what's happened online these past 2 days?" He took out his phone to show her, wanting her to see the online news first. When Ning Xingwan saw the phone, her eyes lit up instantly. She grabbed the phone and went on a shopping spree. 10x online shopping cashback, finally can use it, an 18,000 armor set, first order and pay, all done in one go. Soon, 180,000 renminbi was added to the system panel. The money instantly arrived. Nan Xunwan sighed contentedly. Now that felt better. Seeing this, Lao Hu smiled faintly. "Done reading? You should understand now." Before he could finish, Nan Xunwan asked confusingly, "I didn't read. What's the matter? What should I understand?" Lao Hu was startled, thinking she was politely refusing with other plans. This wouldn't do. He quickly showed his sincerity, explaining, "I represent NAMB Entertainment and want to sign you. The split is 70-30, which is excellent for newcomers. And I'll personally manage you, guaranteeing the best resources." Unexpectedly, Nan Xingwan firmly said, "I won't sign." After all, she already had her own entertainment company. Leahu is truly anxious now. The boss had repeatedly emphasized wanting to sign Nan Xingwan at any cost. He immediately started using various tactics. "You know the top star Gu Beihuai, right? He's under Nan Beihuai Entertainment. I'm also Gu Beihuai's manager. After signing, I can arrange for you to perform with him. You should know what that means in the entertainment industry. Here's another insider tip. Gu Beihuai himself expressed his admiration for you and has taken actual action. So can we talk more about this? Nan Xingwan fell into deep thought. Gu Beihui, the general you became a trainee in modern times and went viral. With superior dance copying abilities, she dominated other trainees. Countless entertainment companies competed to sign her. Even top actor Gu Beihui became her devoted fan. He sent his top manager to personally recruit her. But Nan Xingwan looked confused. Who's Gu Beihui again? The system quickly told her Gu Beihui was the male lead in that MV where the original owner lost the female lead role. But Nan Xingwan didn't care. She wasn't familiar with him, so she coldly refused right away. Lau never expected to be rejected so directly. He was Nan Bei Entertainment's top manager. Half the entertainment industry was theirs, yet Nan Xingwan refused without a thought. So he turned away dejected, starting to self-reflect, still hoping to move her with gratitude. The show helped with legal procedures and sent legal notices to those who slandered you. In other words, Nan Bei Entertainment protected you. Seeing his puffed-up expression, Nan Xingwan felt awkward. She couldn't reveal that she had her own entertainment company. Nan Xingwan struggled to search for relevant information in her mind. It took a while to understand. She immediately stood up and bowed 90 degrees, sincerely thanking the show's team for their help. Lao Hu was completely helpless. It was his first time meeting a newcomer who refused to sign no matter what. But remembering the boss's words about signing Nan Xingwan at any cost. Recalling the boss's murderous gaze, Lahu suddenly felt his career might be over. So he made one last desperate attempt. He raised his head and arrogantly threatened Nan Xiangwan, "Think carefully. If you don't sign now, you won't get such good terms later, nor will you get a top manager like me." But Nan Xiangwan's answer was unhesitating. "I've made up my mind not signing." Lao Hu's side. He was completely done. He put away the contract, shook his head, and strode away, furiously thinking to himself that even if she doesn't regret it now, she'll definitely regret it and beg me to sign her later. At this moment, Nan Xiangwan received a message. It was a friend request from Huan Wan Entertainment CEO. This was the legal representative and CEO of Huan Entertainment, simply put, Nan Xiangwan's direct subordinate. After accepting the friend request, the other party immediately sent messages showing great concern for her well-being. Nan Xiangwan was surprised by his words, but before she could reply, her phone was taken away again. The staff member smiled at her. During show recording, phones aren't allowed without special circumstances. Nan Xianwen pouted and responded with a sulky, "Oh," so she went to the rooftop for some fresh air. Unexpectedly, upon opening the door, she heard chattering voices. Guden Xian was complaining about how difficult dancing was. Everyone noticed Nan Xianwen's arrival. Guden Xian even threw himself into her arms, begging her to share some of her dance talent. It turned out they had just met the ace manager, Leahu. Leahu particularly emphasized singing and dancing for his artists. Though he was strict with artists, he had made many successful. The most famous was the all-around star Gu Beihuai, who could sing, dance, and act, everyone's idol. If they could be signed by Namb Entertainment, they'd have a chance to perform with the star. When Leahu came today, he might have been looking for someone. At this point, everyone suddenly went quiet and looked at Nan Xingwan. Could she be the chosen one? Nan Xingwan calmly denied it and quickly changed the subject, arranging to practice balance with God Unshin tomorrow morning. Unexpectedly, when Nan Xianwen arrived to Class D the next day, everyone looked at her with strange expressions. They thought she had been eliminated and returned, all mocking and sneering at her. Yu Jinxing even came to pick a fight. He mockingly said, "You must be very tired in Class A under a lot of pressure, but even if you're tired, you shouldn't do that." This instantly attracted everyone's attention, all wanting to know what Nan Xingwan had done. Then Yu Jinting loudly questioned, "I heard you push you by way down in the dormitory. The girl has music copying ability. No matter how difficult the music, she can perfectly copy it after just one listen, only because she completed the system's stage collaboration task." Not only was she rewarded with an entertainment company, but she also gained singing expertise skills. At this time, Nan Xiangwan had just returned to Class D. Everyone thought she had been eliminated and returned, all mocking and sneering at her. The Green Taiyu. Jingting came to pick a fight, deliberately acting like a good person in front of the camera, saying, "I heard you push you by way down in the dormitory. It's fine, we all dislike her anyway. But next time don't push people. What if they get hurt while secretly feeling shot in Frodo, waiting for viewers to criticize Nan Xingwan?" After all, when Shi Baiwei ran out of the dormitory, many people knew Nan Xingwan pushed her. Nan Xiangwan just calmly asked, "Are you all that free?" Yu Jingting was startled. Was she implying he was slacking off from practice? At this moment, instructor Yu Sha came in scolding, "What are you all gathering for? Do you think you can debut without doing anything?" The next practice would be singing. Tomorrow there would be a singing assessment. Nan Xiang picked up the sheet music. She seemed dazed with blank eyes, wondering, who am I? Why am I here seeing this? Eugene Ting started being sarcastic again, mocking Man Xiang. Can't you read music sheets? I think you should pay tuition to the show. After all, the instructor has to teach you from scratch. We've all learned this before. Instructor Yu Sha, sorry to trouble you with Man Xiang again. Unexpectedly, Nan Xiang stuffed the music sheet in her pocket, then strode towards him. Yu Jingting's smile froze in fear, but he still tried to maintain his act of being kind. Nan Xiang was secretly delighted. If he dared to hit her, it would be a self-inflicted live broadcast incident. Sure enough, Nan Xianwen glared at him coldly, then raised her hand and swung it. Yu Jingting screamed in terror. But the next second, Nan Xianwen punched the wall next to his head. With a bang, the wall cracked open. Yu Jingting was truly frightened. He covered his mouth and started crying. Nan Xianwen fiercely scolded, "You're too noisy," then turned and left. Yu Jingting collapsed on the ground in fear, covering his face and crying loudly, acting like a pitiful victim. Nan Shengwan bluntly despised his acting. The live stream exploded with comments. "Violent girl, well done, that's how you should handle green tea girls." After crying for a while, Eugene Ding found that no one was paying attention to him. Even though Nan Shengwan had just bullied him, everyone was seriously attending class. Instructor Yesa had already started calling people to try singing. Nan Shengwan eagerly raised her hand. Me first, me first." She just wanted to finish singing and leave quickly. She was very irritated now. If she didn't leave soon, she feared she might really split Eugene King's head in half with a slap. Yuxia smiled and nodded, letting her go first. Nan Xingwan took the microphone and took a deep breath. She started perfectly on pitch. Her slightly husky voice paired with this somewhat melancholic song was particularly suitable. When Nan Xingwan's voice came out, everyone was shocked and stunned. The song was sung smoothly without any difficulty. They hadn't expected her to sing so well. Yuxia was especially overjoyed. Her voice was unique and beautiful. The show had really found a gem. Soon Nan Xingwan finished singing, maintaining a polite exterior. But inside, she was impatiently tapping her foot, just wanting to leave immediately. Yuxia was curious if she had studied music before. Unexpectedly, Nan Xingwan honestly answered no, but Gadonsha taught me yesterday. Yuxiao excitedly praised her. "Your pitch is accurate and your voice is slightly husky and sexy. Very good, I should take you as a trainee." The live stream was instantly flooded with comments. "We thought the violent girl would run away. Turns out we were the clowns." Everyone watched as Nan Xingwan advanced again. People praised her skills. Her singing was beautiful, but Eugene Ting was grinding his teeth in anger at Nan Xingwan. "I must destroy you." The female general who time-traveled to modern times became an idol and went viral online, using her superior song replication ability to dominate other trainees. Successfully advanced to the elite trainee class. After finishing the song, Nan Xianwen wasn't even out of breath. The teacher excitedly applauded, warmly welcoming such a genius to Class 1. No wonder Yaosha brought her here, her voice was exceptional, her skills even surpassing most of Class 1. But good Don Xian was depressed in the corner. He felt useless. He had been practicing singing for 3 years, yet Nan Shengwan learned it in one night. Zhezhe calmly comforted him, saying he'd get used to it. The teacher immediately announced they would form a team of 3 with Gudongxian arranging the music for tomorrow's test. Zhezhe and Gudongxian were secretly happy. Only Nan Shengwan obediently waited for the 2 experts to carry her. The live stream exploded. "This is the strongest trio. Will they leave any chance for others?" At this time, Gudongxian was already excitedly writing arrangements. Zhezhe thoughtfully asked Nan Xingwan if she wanted to try rap. "Your dance and singing are already perfect. Now just learn rap from me." Just then, Gudongxian finished his work. The system also issued a new task. Element enhancement task triggered. Host must revise the rap content in the song and demonstrate it in tomorrow's assessment. Nanshanwan clenched her fist. "If this dog system dares to cut off my finger, I'll blow it up." The system quickly floated away, holding its head, meeting such a troublesome system. Nanshanwan frustratedly pounded her chest. Zhezhe was startled, saying she didn't need to torture herself if she couldn't do it. Unexpectedly, Nanshanwan's fighting spirit suddenly ignited. "I'll handle the rap. I can do it." Meanwhile, at Nambei Entertainment Company, Gu Beihuai was anxiously waiting, wondering if Nan Xianwen would accept his offer. The investigation results of that incident came faster than Nan Xianwen's response to the contract. Gu Beihuai opened the video, his eyes instantly turned cold as ice. The surveillance footage showed Shi Baiwei walking with Nan Xianwen, then appearing alone later. After a long time, Nan Xingwan left, soaking wet and trembling. The subordinate reported that the blind spot was the deep water room behind the school mountain. Without footage of the crime scene, they couldn't charge Shi Beihuai. Gu Beihuai thought silently. At that time, after being pushed into the water, Nan Xianwen was soaked for half an hour in below zero temperature before climbing out. The key is that Shi Beihuai, who pushed her, even came to shoot his new MV and almost released it. Gu Beihuai was furious. He took several deep breaths to control his emotions. Shi Beihuai was originally brought in by the MV director Choose, who is now the show's deputy director. Gu Beihuai let out a cold laugh. He immediately ordered Hu Yu and Wu to see him. Upon receiving the call, Hu Yu and Wu rushed over. Gu Beihuai asked him to first report on Nan Xianwen's contract progress. Yu and Wu looked embarrassed and helplessly said Nan Xianwen wouldn't sign. The show staff said no one had contacted her, but she just refused to sign with them. Gu Beihuai's expression darkened. Did you pressure her? Yu and Wu nervously explained, just a little bit, really just a little. Gu Beihuai irritably interrupted him, ordering them to wait until Nan Xingwan wanted to sign. Everyone was stunned. Was this still the same cold-hearted CEO? He quickly asked if they would still offer the 70-30 split. Gu Beihuai impatiently replied, what else? Isn't that obvious? Hu Yuanwu quickly agreed, though it pained him inside. The boss was being too generous to this newcomer, almost to the point of indulgence. Then Gu Beihuai announced he would attend the performance. I will be there as the head mentor. The female general time traveled to modern times to join a girl group competition. She quickly went viral with her cool snow wolf styling, but unexpectedly got stuck with an English song. The text made Nan Xingwan dizzy. What are these Martian tadpoles? I can't understand any of them. Just now, the teacher announced Nan Xingwan's group's final results. The talented Zhu Sha and Gudong Xin were extremely excited. Only Nan Xingwan remained calm, continuing to compose. Teachers deeming a range for them to prepare for next week's performance. The first stage would eliminate 30 people, now will draw lots for teams. 5 people per group. Zhezhe and Nan Xiangwan were in one group. Besides them was Nan Xiangwan's roommate Dingwen. The other 2 newcomers excitedly promised not to drag the team down. Just then, the system's cute little avatar appeared. Host, your dear kitty has brought you a new task. Performance task triggered. Complete next week's stage performance. Rewards will be based on final performance completion and ranking. Task failure results in a 100,000 cash penalty. Upon hearing the punishment, Nan Xianwen was furious. The system either wanted to cut off her fingers or take her money. Then she noticed that Shi Beihuai and Eugene Ting were assigned to the same team. Nan Xianwen couldn't help but look at the scheming pair chatting happily. What a coincidence, she thought about smashing their heads. The 2 stood together. Nan Xianwen excitedly clenched her fists, simulating a fight. I wonder if smashing their heads would be easier. The system quickly warned her that murder was illegal. Then Nan Shengwan went to draw for their mentor, and with lightning speed, she rushed to press the button. The teachers were startled. Nan Shengwan drew Sketch Boy as their song. Seeing this, Zhezhe's eyes lit up with excitement. Our stage is going to explode, but Nan Shengwan looked blank. What are these strange symbols? I can't understand any of it. Hearing this, Zhezhe got a headache and quickly borrowed an English dictionary from the show. There might still be time to cram. Meanwhile, in Shi Beihuai and Eugene Ting's group, the atmosphere was tense. Both were fighting for the C position. At this moment, Chief Director Hu Yu and Wu came over and asked Shi Beihuai to come with him. Eugene Ting's face darkened, wondering why the Chief Director wanted to see her. Soon, Shi Beihuai returned humming happily. Eugene Ting put on a smile and asked, what did the Chief Director want? What advice did he give you? Shi Beihuai said smugly, nothing much, just passing a message from Gu Beihuai. Ah, Brother Beihuai really cares about me. Seeing she had backing, Yu Jingting could only reluctantly give up the C position to her on the surface while giving her the middle finger behind her back. Soon it was the morning of the performance day. At this time, Holland Entertainment's top manager, Ching Shui, came personally to pick up. Boston and Chiang Wan went in makeup. Zhezhe was arranged by the company. They heard the show's makeup artists would be responsible. But before leaving, Ching Shui still gave her business card. If you need to meet up early, please come to this place. But when Zhezhe arrived at the company van, Yu Jingting viciously warned, I'll give you one last chance. Trip Nan Xingwan on stage today, better make her fall face first. Zhezhe frowned in disgust and flatly refused, only to be thrown off the van. She could only go find Nan Xingwan, but was shocked upon entering. This was actually an international top stylist private studio. Nan Xingwan was also surprised to see her. Didn't the company arrange something for you? Zhezhe had to explain everything. Nan Xingwan angrily stood up. She asked the international top stylist Shui to take the job. Shui was extremely helpless. Less than an hour until the performance, this little ancestor really knew how to create trouble. Nang Xingwan excitedly said, give her the same style as mine. We'll be like the two generals on stage. Eshui was about to explode. What generals? That's a sister style. Okay, soon the new style was done. Zhezhe was stunned looking at herself in the mirror. She looked exactly like a little snow wolf. The Shui was satisfied with his masterpiece. Looking forward to your performance, little wolf cubs. Nan Xianwen corrected, dissatisfied. What cubs? I must be the wolf king. Zhezhe immediately bowed. Then I am your loyal subordinate, my wolf king. Nan Xianwen burst into laughter. She walked out fiercely, let's go crush them all. With her super cool snow wolf king style, Nan Shengwan quickly went viral. Even top actor Gu Beihuai willingly became her follower. Not only did he drop by the show, but also deliberately created encounters. Originally, Nan Shengwan came for the performance, but things went wrong from the start. She got lost in the stage entrance corridor and couldn't find the dressing room. She completely broke down, muttering against the wall, it's all because they took my phone and made us take photos separately. Just then, Gu Beihuai passed by and was stunned seeing her like this. Although Nan Shengwan had new makeup and styling, he recognized her as Nan Shengwan at first glance. He quickly went forward to ask what's wrong. Nan Shanwen suddenly turned around. Her delicate face and unique makeup instantly amazed Gu Beihuai. What a beautiful little snow wolf. Nan Shanwen thought he was a staff member. She immediately said embarrassedly, I'm lost. I can't find Group 1's dressing room. Do you know where it is?